This segment is sponsored by TaxAct. Well, it's April, which means the tax deadline is just days away. So here to help us avoid common filing mistakes and more is personal finance expert Farnoosh Torabi. Welcome. It's so great to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Well, with the deadline just days away, April 15th, we're wondering what tips you have for those who haven't yet filed. And of course, we all want the maximum refund.
Yes. So if you want to get the maximum refund, you want to get organized ASAP. Don't wait any longer. Get all of your essential paperwork together. I'm talking W-2s, 1099s, statements from your bank, your receipts potentially, and just, get cracking because you don't want to be that person on the night before who's scrambling. We find that, the biggest hurdle is sometimes just giving yourself enough time, and you don't need a month, but, maybe a few days just to sort of cross your T's and dot your I's.
Absolutely. Great advice. No one needs to be super stressed out. Now,
Yeah.
What about those do-it-yourself tax software programs? Are there any advantages to using those?
I think so. We find more and more Americans leaning on DIY tax prep software. I've actually partnered with TaxAct, which is a real best-in-class software where you get to file your taxes with their support in a very simple and straightforward way. They have a team of experts that are 100% credentialed, based in the US, and they also guarantee the accuracy of your return as well as ensuring you're getting the best refund. And so, not all DIY tax prep software built the same. So it's really important that you look for one that hits those criteria.
Yeah, and a guarantee makes you feel great. Now, What are some of the common mistakes that consumers make when filing taxes?
Yeah, this one is, we've all been there, right? I've made mistakes, whether it's, misspellings, forgetting to write down the correct address because you moved, facts related to your marital status that have changed. So those are like human error, common errors that we see that are kind of on the simpler end, and then more complex errors that can be costly, like forgetting to account for certain credits or deductions because you weren't maybe up to speed on some of those benefits that you are entitled to. And also people who file extensions sometimes forget that even though they get an extension on to file, they still have to pay the IRS money if they owe.
Got it. Great to know. We all make those mistakes, but we don't want to make those costly ones. Now, if people have questions, where can they turn to for help?
Well, there's so many resources out there. Again, if you're going to do it yourself, make sure you're working with a tax prep software that provides experts. You can go to taxact.com to learn more. And I would just also say to, get up to speed on any of the law changes, federal and state and municipal, that could affect your taxes.
Got it. Farnoosh, thank you so very much. Great advice.
Thanks as always.
For all these tips and more, you can head to taxact.com.